This is the Little Moments Count radio podcast, created in partnership with community radio stations throughout Minnesota. Each episode, you'll hear interviews with early childhood experts on how to support the important brain development that takes place in the first 1,000 days of life, just through little moments every day. Learn more at littlemomentscount.org/podcast.
FM 89.9 KMOJ, no doubt about it. Walter Q. Banks Jr. got you on the afternoon drive. And letting you know, right about now is Little Moments Count. And letting you know that this afternoon's Little Moments Count is brought to you in part, no question. Little Moments Count is a statewide collaborative focusing on helping parents and caregivers learn about the importance of brain development in the first 3 years of one's life. And also letting you know that nearly 80% of the brain growth happens in the first 1,000 days of a smaller person's moments of interactions when we're talking about playing, reading, singing, the whole nine that listed within that list. And letting you know that you also, if you like more information or you like a copy of what you're about to hear, well, littlemomentscount.org. And ladies and gentlemen, no question about it, on the phone line, I got none other than Mr. Justice Bell Bay. I'd like to say good early afternoon to you, and how you feeling?
Peace and love. So thanks for having me, Q, Bill.
No doubt. For the listening audience, just to give us a little bit about yourself, because you also are an author and you do a book write as well. But for the listening audience, give them just a little bit about you and upgrowing and bringing.
Well, I've been doing a lot of work around the community in Minneapolis as far as boxing programs on North Minneapolis, block parties, prison ministries. You know what I'm saying? For right now, I'm striving to be about my father's work and doing my work with little children and being a children's book author and learning their way that way.
Now, when it comes to doing a book and being an author, you got a book that's entitled Bell Overcomes. Give us a little bit about the story itself in a sense, but then even beyond that, what inspired you to be that writer, that author, and put it together?
What inspired me was my niece, Bell. The storyline lecture about her and her perseverance, because she started a new school and immediately she started getting bullied by children, saw a lot of hair and the way she looked and her name. And Bell could have kept her head down in shame, but the lesson that she's been taught at home is inspirational. Her parents taught her that find a love within herself, even when no one else sees it. So that right there will help her overcome the bullying by just believing in herself. So I want this book to inspire other children to know that if they believe in themselves, they too can overcome anything.
Now, when we talk about parents and we're talking about caregivers, and then we're talking about children within the self, but under the age of 5 and under, and doing a book such as this, what's that thing that's that connection, or why is it so important to do things such as this?
Well, books are stimulating to children's minds. So if a parent's having problems or difficulty getting a lesson across to a child, that parent can use a book as a tool to get the lesson across. So because books have a certain tone to it, and that also if it has pictures in it, so our children are relatable by visual. So if our children see the picture, it probably relate to that message, which will help out that parent. And so that's why I strive to create simplified books. So it'll be entertaining and educational for parents as well as children.
Now, when it comes to youngsters and youth within themselves in the process of growing, how important is it when we're talking about lifting up that child, but then at the same time, the community being a part of it as well?
Well, it takes a village to uplift a child. So that's why I try to do my part with the block parties and in connection with the community, in order to just know that I'm just not in the house, but I'm also a neighbor, in which we'll create a neighborhood.
So now, even beyond that, let's dig in on the other side of if someone's listening right now and they'd like to get in contact with you or find out more about the book itself, what must we do? Do you have a website, a phone number? How can we get in contact?
Yeah, you can catch me at Justice Bell Bay on Instagram or Facebook. And if you just want to listen to where I have my next book sign is at, you can go to justicebellbay.org. That's Justice, Justice, Bell, Bell, Bay, BEY, justicebellbaybooks.org.
And for the community itself at large, what would you like to say to them with everything that's been going on thus round?
Well, I want to say to Minneapolis, keep the faith, keep the perseverance, and watch our children.
No doubt. Appreciate you, and love you as well. All right, bro?
Thanks, bro. I appreciate you. Love to KMOJ.
No doubt. It's FM 89.9 KMOJ, looking at 32 after the hour, 3 o'clock within the Twin Cities. And that was none other than Justice Bell Bay, and keeping you informed and letting you know when it comes to dealing with the youngsters and the youth and being about the community as well. And if you like more information, you can always lock in at littlemomentscount.org/podcast, or you can lock in at littlemomentscount.org. It's FM 89.9 KMOJ. No question about it. It's truly the people's station.
Thanks for listening to the Little Moments Count radio podcast in partnership with community radio stations throughout Minnesota. You can find the Little Moments Count radio podcast wherever you get your podcasts and at littlemomentscount.org/podcast.